Crime Fighters, the searchlight on crime and criminality.
This week on your program Crime Fighters, we'll be delving into the much talked about improved insurance scheme men of the police force, taking cognizance of the past insurance scheme and the present scheme, what the officers stand to benefit or lose through this latest development. You will also be opportuned in our confession segment to hear from an arrested suspect the gimmicks of snatching commercial motorbikes, popularly known as Okada, by drugging the owner without using a gun. Things men do for money. Lots of revelations, lots of things to learn, only on Crime Fighters.
The gentleman you're seeing with me is a police officer. He's the chief superintendent of police, the insurance officer of the Nigerian Police Force. His name is Mr. Onadeyinde Samson Awuniyi, who will be speaking to us today about insurance. He's going to talk to men of the Nigerian Police Force. He's going to talk to you Nigerians out there. The welfare package the Nigerian Police Force has put together as regards insurance for members of the Nigerian Police Force and the policies of this present administration under the able leadership of Tafa Adebayo Balogun, the Inspector General of Police. Mr. Awuniyi, you welcome to the studios.
Well, thank you, Madam. I mean, it would be better we start by maybe having what I would call the literary meaning of insurance. Insurance to a non-looker is just maybe a contingency plan by either a person or a courtesy body for inevitable contingencies. Even in our African nature, in those good old days, when a woman loses the husband at a very early stage, there is a sort of insurance in place. They look for another able-bodied man who will be able to manage what the man left behind and what is likely to be the joint product of the new association. It's part of insurance. It's a contingency plan that at least the woman will not suffer and maybe the children left behind by the deceased will not equally suffer. Be that as it may, the Nigerian Police Force as a corporate body felt that there should be a contingency plan. There should be one way or the other of making sure that our dead colleagues who died gallantly, maybe in the traditional way of policing, they did not just die for nothing. So the idea of the Nigerian police and the insurance can be dated back to 1991, 1992, when Alhaji Aliyu Atta was the Inspector General of Police. At that time, the rate of killing, which could be compared to be a child's play to what is happening now, was so much alarming to the management that to the extent they felt that there should be an insurance in place. The federal government was approached, but as the civil service rule could permit the federal government, they said nothing of such could be given to the police because the Nigerian police is under federal civil service. So that we should be contented with the so-called gratuity and the pension, which is of general application. Alhaji Aliyu Atta and his management felt otherwise, that there should be something, at least from the Nigerian police organization, to the families of the late ones, which cumulated into the floating, if I may put it that way, the Nigerian Police Welfare Insurance Scheme, which commenced with effect from 1st May 1992. It was supposed to be an insurance, an squad scheme proper, but after much seminars, workshop, awareness campaign, the Nigerian police opted for what I may call the fund management rather than fully insured program. The difference between fully insured program and the fund management is this. In fully insured program, let's assume maybe the agreed premium between the Nigerian police and any chosen insurance company is 500 million. Maybe at the end of the year, the claims paid by the insurance company is only 300 million. By fully insured scheme, the insurance companies will go away with the remaining 200 million as their own profit. But we felt that even if this money is not coming from government, and we are going to task ourselves, that is the officers and men of the force, that it is better we have this money for other welfare services. So we only opted for, the Nigerian police by then opted for fund management, whereby we appointed the NICON, that is Nigerian Insurance Corporation, as the fund manager, and they are only being remunerated by 5% of the contribution yearly. That has been in place since then.
So you still have that in place?
We still have it in place. In fact, under it, we have 4 benefits.
You see, we've been talking about insurance, like you mentioned, since 1992.
Yes, sir.
But it's like most of your men, your officers, and the rank and file are ignorant about all of these policies that you're talking about. We've had instances where some men are killed in the course of their duty. They are maimed, they need medical attention, and yet they don't really know how to source for funds. This insurance you're talking about, can we say that you have medical benefits inherent in all of this?
Yes, thank you. The NPWIS, that is the Nigerian Police Welfare Insurance Scheme, is having 4 derivable benefits. The first one is a death benefit. And when we talk of death benefit, we are talking of a death by any means, whether in the course of duty, whether due to domestic accident, and so on and so forth. Because in the police, one fact is generally believed by we servicemen that you are in, whether you are in and out of uniform, you are on duty, because you could be mobilized at the shortest possible time to come for duty. So as far as we are concerned, for 24 hours, you are on duty. And if you get killed, even either in your house, in the line of duty, or elsewhere, you are covered under the death benefit. Though the sum assured ranges from 30,000 to 300,000, being that is an in-house one. Then the second benefit we have is a permanent disability. Occasion do occur whereby maybe due to road traffic accident or gunshot or what have you, you became so incapacitated to the extent that you cannot render what I will call 100% services to the Federation. We do pay to, sometimes it could be total, sometimes it could be partial. It is total when that person is incapacitated to the extent that he cannot do the job again, like a blind person. The Nigerian police has never been known to be association of a blind woman being, like a mentally deranged officers. Definitely such a person have to be classified as a total permanently disabled. Then we have the third benefit, which is the medical expenses. Occasion do occur where you have you involve yourself in an accident. It might be gunshot, it might be road traffic accident, it might even be domestic. Maybe you fall down in your shower in the house. All these are catered for by the Nigerian police force under the Nigerian Police Welfare Insurance Scheme. Then we have the fourth benefit, which is a withdrawal benefit. We have situations whereby I or you as a person might be fortunate not to have claimed under death, might be fortunate not to have claimed under permanent disability and medical expenses. We felt that since you are on in all, you have equally contributed to that circle, to that group from which we compensated those unfortunate ones. We feel that even if you are disengaging, your service is not supposed to be unrecognized. So we'll call it withdrawal benefit, which ranges from 40% of your contribution to 100% plus X percentage of interest, depending on how long you have been a member and when you are going.
Okay, let me find out from Mr. Wuni, from you, Mr. Wuni. It's interesting to hear you talk about the insurance, to talk insurance as if you are one of these insurance group. I may be wrong, but you're a police officer. I talked about ignorance the other time. Why is it that most of your officers and men are not educated, are not informed, well informed about these insurance policies that you have for them?
When you started, you talked about one phobia, the general apathy on the part of Nigerians, or what I will call the insuring public. Even the insurance industry expert will tell you that when you are considering the insuring percentage of the Nigerian public is less than 30%. I may not be in a position to fathom why it is so. But I always hear some people saying that the insurance companies are quick to collect a premium, but by the time it becomes to claims payment, they will be asking you, why don't you tell us, you normally have headache and you now die of headache, all this and that. Be that as it may, Initially, at inception, there was a low level of awareness campaign undertaken by the Nigerian Police Authority. But between me and you, from 1998 to date, if the volume of claims we are receiving from various commands is anything to go by, almost every hook and cranes of this country, as far as we are having policemen there, they are aware that we are now having this Nigerian Police Welfare Insurance Scheme. In fact, because of that, we still paid claims of 1996, 1998, meaning that before they were not aware. Now, when they see maybe claims presentation being done on the pages of television, some people will run, I retired, so I never claimed my insurance benefits. Even some widows will come, but they are missing it altogether because we have a later date, another insurance program, which I'll be dwelling on later. So somebody that is qualified for